Hi, it's Enrique from Canine Perspective. Today we're going to be doing a little training walk. We've got Rupert here, who's dog reactive. So we're just going to be showing how to handle that, the steps to take, precautions, things to keep in mind, leash handling. So real quick, I'm going to have the loop in my thumb to lock the leash. So if he decides to lunge, or there's a situation where he just wants to bolt or anything like that, he can't escape, I'm going to have this lock right here. And then I'm going to have my left hand close it like this. So if a dog comes, you're going to see me shorten the leash to control, to get more control. So if I had the leash like this, he has all this slack to lunge forward, and then he's just going to yank me out. What else? So yeah, I'll do the heel right now. My working number is 10. Actually, let's do that right now. So we have perception, connection, and then working number. The connection lets us know that we're getting connection, so the two contact points are making contact with the neck, and then you'll see the muscle twitch. So that's connection. Perception is when Rupert might look around or do a little look. That's perception. And then we don't want perception because that's not enough concern to get the results we're looking for in faster ways and more effectively. And then working number is when you'll see Rupert either back up or maybe lay down or do something more dramatic or drastic than what the perception level would get us. So right now, we're at the park. But right now we're in the parking lot. So we're going to go ahead and go over there where there's a lot more distractions and see what the working number is over there. Because here, nothing's going on, so the working number might be lower. But we're going to go expose ourselves. And I'm going to have Rupert on a break right now. So break. So he can do whatever he wants. He's not in the heel. So it's pretty quiet today. Usually there's a lot of dogs running around and a lot of people, baseball games going on in these fields. So I'm gonna go ahead and start the perception, or connection, perception, and working level. So right now we're on 0. I'm gonna go to 5. So what I'll be doing is tap, 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 and that's going to be my rhythm. So if I go tap, 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 that's my rhythm. So what I'm going to be doing, just for like guidance when finding the working number, I do increments of 5, and then we do 3 taps. If we don't get the working number reaction, then we bump it 5. And then tap 3 times, bump it 5, tap it 3 times. So, Rupert's number 5, so tap, tap, tap. That's more perception. We're going to go to 10, tap, up, tap, tap, tap. We're going to go to 12, tap, tap, tap. 14, tap, tap, tap. There we go. So that was a more, because before he was going slowly into a down, slowly getting up, but there he did a really quick back up and sit. So it's 14 right now. If I bump it, I'll let you guys know. If I lower it, I'll let you guys know, and the reason why I make these decisions. But yeah, so we're going to get started with the heel. you can cut it there, and then we can make another video so we can little walk here. Hopefully we can find some dogs so I can show you guys how to just what to do. So we've got people doing the little flag. I forget what it's called. The flag thing, and then we've got an off-leash dog over there. So we're gonna keep our distance from the off-leash dog. And I think there's a game going on over there. I'm telling these like letting you guys know these things are going on just because we know Rupert's reactivity issue. So we're gonna keep our distance and remain proactive and try not to push too far with these off-leash dogs or these groups of people, because we have like we call these like social bubbles. So there's a dog and a person here. That's their own bubble. There's their own bubble right there. The little flag people in the game over there. The flag people. And I think there's a group over there just like huddle up with a dog. So that's their own bubble, and this is our bubble. So we just keep our distance from everyone else's bubble and just be respectful and everything due to like even COVID as well. Just remaining to ourselves. So I'm just gonna go ahead and do a heel walk, and then take it from there. I'm gonna do a left here because there's 2 dogs coming, and hopefully we can show you how to handle Rupert in these situations. So left leg heel. So right here, I'm going to distance myself. Oh, they're not coming. Okay, heel. So right here, when a dog is walking by, just because I know where Rupert can go, I went across this side because they were coming this way, so I gave them space and between each other. And then, so what I did was, I moved to the side. Let's say the dog's this way, and I face the dog. I take like a few steps to the right, but I have my leash like this, no tension. But I'm ready if Rupert were to get up or anything. Rupert's to be in a sitting position. Depending on how these situations go, if Rupert is to react or to start showing like a stare down or anything, I start tapping. So if he's locked on, I start tapping, and if he's still locked on, I bump it 5. So tap, 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 bump 5, tap, 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 bump 5, until he disengages with the dog, and then he has to remain disengaged and just ignore it. If he were to react or have an outburst, I have this set up to keep him here and to give space between me and him so that he won't redirect on me or have any just any redirection in general with the leash as well. Because if he were to go for the leash, I'm already in this position, so if he were to jump up or anything, I'm gonna go up with him with this setup. So yeah, if so, bump it 5, tap tap tap, bump it 5, and then after he disengages and he's like completely done, and you brought him back down. Look at your number. Remember that number. Next time you see a dog, set your e-collar to that number, so that you don't have to keep repeating the going back down, going back up, going back down, going back up. Just already, like, let's say, because right now I'm a 7, working number 7. Let's say 14 caused Rupert to disengage with the dog. Instead of going back to 7, or I could go back to 7 for the heel. If I see a dog, I get my number ready, go to 14, position myself across the sidewalk, and then just look at Rupert, and then use our peripherals to see what the other dog is doing. If the other dog is coming, vocalize and just tell them, like, hey, we're training here, or my dog's not friendly, or anything to get the person to continue their walk and not have their dog say hi to your dog. So hopefully we can find another dog, and then for what happened here, like I said, I moved to the side, I put myself in the position that is needed, just like this, and then Rupert kind of just avoided the dog. So that's good. If Rupert stared, mouth open, relaxed look, I would not have corrected it. If I saw a very hard stare, ears forward, mouth closed, I would have begun correcting there. Yeah, so we just want to look at Rupert. Look at what Rupert is doing. Use your peripherals to see what the other dog is doing, but we want to focus on Rupert, not the other dog, because we want to hear for that breathing, the mouth open. If you start missing little cues, then it could turn into a whole thing where, like, he's going to start vocalizing and barking. But we don't even want to reach that point where Rupert's barking or lunging or anything. So that's why it's important to correct that beginning stage of his reactivity, which is the stare down and following and ears forward and mouth closed. Immediately just start correcting that, so we don't see the lunging or barking or whatever Rupert does. So we're going to walk some more. We're going to walk this way, or yeah, we'll walk this way. But he did good for that dog, but that dog was also not reactive. The dog was pretty neutral, pretty calm. So we want to see what triggers Rupert. Is it reactive dogs? Is it calm dogs? Is it calm puppies? Is it big dogs? It can be anything, but that was a small, I forget the breed, but it was a calm, just neutral dog, just bobbling around. So I'm going to go into a heel. That was a bit of an overreaction, so I went down to 3. And I gave the tap because he was too far that way. I wanted to close in into me. Listen, all these dogs are right, so we're going to curve to the left and give distance. So we got Rupert here. He had to go potty. But so we're still here at the same spot. Off-leash dog is still there. This lab dog came by off-leash as well. But since we kept our distance from the sidewalk, they didn't really bother with us. So we're gonna go around this social bubble here, family, and then we're gonna continue going that way. So heel. It's like Bob.
Yeah.
Hello.
Oh. Yeah. Rick? Nope.
So right there, I think it was a white one that was like growling up and getting reactive. Bailey is actually the one that started getting reactive, so I was looking at Bailey and I was tapping him every time he would stare, but Rupert did really well. He looked, but he had that relaxed look. He just glanced. I mean, he heard the growls, he heard everything, but he kept his cool. I positioned myself like before, give myself space, leash up. I bumped up to 14, bumped up to a higher number in case, so I didn't have to, figure it out right away. But you would want to figure it out for yourself, just so you have, a way to, just a guide. Yeah, he did really well. We're gonna do some recall, or actually no, we're gonna do Bailey's heel, and because Bailey is actually the one who's more reactive today than Rupert is, so we'll do her, Then we'll cut it here.
Oh my god, I think
We'll cut it here. We got Rupert here. Gonna do some recall with him. Just a quick review. Rupert, come, tap, move back. If he comes, no more tapping. If you say Rupert, come, tap, he doesn't come, tap. Continue tapping until he makes his way. Eventually, he'll hit the end of the leash, so it would be guiding him. So right now, he's on break. So just let him roam around. Now I'm going to grab the end of the leash. Rupert, come. Tap. Good. So he came for speed. Rupert, come. Tap. Back. He started making his way. I took 4 steps back. Held my position. He came behind me. Behind me, left, right, front, in the middle. It's fine, as long as he's in our vicinity. But he did lay down, and recall is come and sit, not the lay down. So break. Rupert, come, tap. Tap, 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 tap. Good. So he was trying to get the muzzle off. I bumped my number to 44. Then he finally let go of the muzzle. So yeah, the muzzle, he was trying to get it off. He was laying down here. I was tapping, nothing. So I ended up on 44. Then he let go, came here and sat, which is what we want. So right there was a good recall. We want to get rid of the leash. Stop using leash pressure. So that's why we always do Rupert, or the name. So Rupert, come, tap, and just keep tapping. And then if needed, use the leash pressure. So right here, he's laying down, tap, tap. There we go. Tap, 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 tap. We'll do one more. Great. Rupert, come. Tap. Good. That was a good one. Great. So he went in the middle between my legs. It's fine. He was close. Again, if it's going to be Rupert, come, tap, have them come to the vicinity. If they pass, face the dog, back up, tap, 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 until they come to you. Yeah, that's it. And then we really, you know, kept to ourselves here. Like there's a baseball game here. There's a little girl with a dog over there. A dog that was much bigger than her, so we kind of moved away from that. Yeah, we just, had respect for everyone's space. Like they see a dog running around on a long leash, we're keeping our distance just because we know how it feels from our side or their side, and that's it.